Hey YouTube, welcome back. I'm WaiyaPaints, and today I'm going to be painting Mysterio by C27. I hope everybody has been enjoying the painting videos because I've enjoyed making them. And without further ado, let's get started. This model, along with this base, has tons of texture, and I figure it makes it a good candidate for the slap chop method. And the first step for a slap chop method is laying down a solid zenithal highlight. I just so happen to pick up some new floofy brushes. You can get a pack of these cheap makeup brushes on Amazon for about 10 bucks. And for this model, I think a small floof will do. Now, a zenithal can be applied by using an airbrush, or in this case, a dry brush method. And well, with this dry brush, it doesn't need to be too dry. In fact, it can be on the wet side and you still get great results. Mainly, what you're looking to achieve is your high points being as bright white as you can get them, while your shadows being a medium to a light gray. Also, with slap chop, don't worry about overdoing this step. From my experience, I don't think you can. Even if some of the details get filled in, it'll work out in the end. Since the base will be mostly covered by the smoke, I don't think much more than a dry brush will be needed here. And with that, I'll just call that part done. Looking at the smoke, I wanted to do a color shift starting with purple, fading to blue, and then finally to green. Hopefully this will tie the smoke in with his outfit rather well. To do this, I'm going to be using Army Painter Speed Paints Orc Skin, Highlord Blue, and the Citadel Contrast Sigvald Burgundy. First, I block out generally where I want the colors to be, and then I went back to blend each of the transition points. Contrast and speed paints really make wet blending a no-brainer. Honestly, this was the most effortless blend I've ever done. Thanks, Army Painter. Now, this smoke will take a while to dry, so let's go ahead and start working on the main body. For his jumpsuit, the Speed Paint Orc Skin will be doing the heavy lifting. After seeing the results in the smoke, I'm really glad I pushed the pre-highlight as far as I did. One coat and I can move on to the cape. Now, here's where I wish I had made a better choice. In that, I wish I would have started with the cape instead of with the jumpsuit, and would have given myself an easier time getting behind him. I made a few goofs that I had to clean up before moving on, but otherwise, slap chop is doing well. Just be sure to take your time when you come to painting the edges where two different colors meet. Taking your time and painting clean pays off here. Now it seems like the smoke has had enough time to dry, so I took this opportunity to give it a light dry brush of the same titanium white I used for the zenithal highlight to bring up the details of the smoke. If you do this light enough, the underlying color will be filtered by the highlight, and you won't have to do much else. Next up, I wanted to tackle the metallic details. And yeah, I'm gonna go to my usual go-to, Cyclox Bronze by Citadel. I used this on the gloves, the boots, and the cape class. One thing to keep in mind with metallics is that they tend to be a bit on the viscous side, and they also tend not to water down too well. So put a small amount on your brush and really spread it out thin. After these dried, all of these parts got a quick shade with Citadel Seraphim Sepia. The last of the details to paint are his dome and the ball he's holding. You may have noticed I gave his head a quick coat of black. The black undercoat will help give the silver some depth, and the silver I chose is Vallejo liquid silver. This silver has never let me down. Makes me want to check out the rest of the paint line. Vallejo, if you're watching, I would love some free paint. Now with that out of the way, time to glue Mysterio up and check out our final results. I want to thank you so much for watching my video until the end. If you've enjoyed it, please consider hitting that sub button so you can get notified on my future videos. Also, you can catch me on Twitch, either painting or gaming. Stop by and say hi. As always, peace and chicken grease, and I'll catch you next time.